Welcome to your Mindset Minute. I am Sinandra, your guide for mindset transformation. Most of you know I'm a woman of faith, and a long time ago I learned something that changed the way I see disappointment. When you release the weight of your expectations, God will replace them with grace. We can all become prisoners of our own expectations or the expectations of others. Let me explain. When you bury the expectation of how your career should look by now, you give yourself the grace to grow into a role truly aligns with your strengths, not in comparison to anyone else's journey. When you bury the expectation of how your kids should turn out, God gives you the grace to raise them for who they are, not in comparison to anyone else. When you bury the expectation of where you should be in your life by now, God gives you the grace to accept exactly where you are on the way to where you're going. The truth is, not every 20 or 30-year-old in the world is wired in the same way or in the same timeline. Some bloom early, some bloom later. And sometimes it's having a funeral for the timeline that allows your roots to grow deep enough to sustain the branches that will one day hold your fruit. Neuroscience tells us when we let go of rigid expectations, we free our brain from a loop of frustration, opening it to see new possibilities. So it is your time to embrace who you are and where you are. No one can do that for you. If you are here breathing, God is not done with you yet. In the pruning, that is your preparation. Sometimes the grave of your expectations becomes the garden of your transformation. Now is your turn. What expectations do you need to lay to rest today so you can step into your grace? Share in the comments below. Your story, your experience may be a seed for someone else's growth. And then DM me.